The sovereign grant reached £132.1 million this year. For the public, this is a ledger of expense. For Catherine, it represents the scale of a legacy she now anchors with the same quiet resolve the Queen Mother showed in 1940. Her recent work with the Department for Education on early childhood development signals a shift. She is no longer just a patron, she is a strategist. Observing these transitions requires an appreciation for the long view of history. Subscribe to this channel to follow every step of Catherine's path to the throne. A 77% approval rating is more than a number. It is the tactical insurance policy for the monarchy's survival. William recently described 2024 as the hardest year of his life. He did not ask for sympathy. He simply confirmed that the burden of the crown is only bearable because Catherine stands beside him. Their partnership is the new center of gravity. It is the primary justification for the institution in a changing world. Queen Victoria spent 40 years behind the gates of Osborne House. That long retreat nearly broke the public's bond with the throne. Catherine is choosing a different path. When she appeared on that garden bench in March, she ended the speculation that thrives in a vacuum. She spoke directly about her treatment. This was a calculated act of protection. By taking control of the narrative, she gave William the breathing room to maintain his official schedule without constant questioning. The family video released in September followed this same discipline. It presented a household that was healing, not a dynasty in crisis. Like Princess Alexandra before her, Catherine understands that presence is a duty. She remains visible even while prioritizing her health. She is refining the role rather than retreating from it. This transparency builds a modern form of loyalty that Victorian isolation could never achieve. The institution is safe because she refuses to disappear. In Reggio Emilia, Catherine walked past the row of waiting translators. She leaned toward a local educator, speaking the Italian she first practiced as a student in Florence. There were no scripts on her lap. She discussed the intricacies of childhood development in their own tongue. A quiet preparation revealed only when the microphones caught the shift in her accent. Watch the placement of William's hand during their walk through the crowds in Truro. It no longer hovers. It rests firmly on the small of her back, or guides her elbow with a steady, visible pressure. This is the physicality of a man who has ceased to take her presence for granted. Tourism figures in Cornwall show a 12% increase since her return to public duties. People are lining the streets to see the woman who remained steadfast through a year of silence. As she boarded the helicopter at Kensington, the heavy gold of her Royal Victorian Order glistened. She checked her watch and stepped inside. The silence of Windsor Great Park offers a specific protection. Within Adelaide Cottage, the rhythm of the day has shifted toward a quiet restoration. William has replaced rigid protocol with the focused attention of a man who understands the fragility of what he holds. He is arranging private dinners and selecting gifts with personal significance that far outweighs material value. This shift is visible in the images they share. On their anniversary, the world saw a family in the long grass, George, Charlotte, and Louis' surrounding parents who appeared as a unit forged in fire. There is a directness in William's touch, a hand that lingers, a protective stance that signals his awareness of the stakes. Inside, as the evening light fades, Catherine is at her desk, turning the pages of briefing papers for the upcoming state visits. She is not rushing, but she is preparing. The recovery is quiet, the resolve is absolute. Has William finally realized that the monarchy depends more on Catherine's resilience than on his own birthright? Share your thoughts below and subscribe to follow Catherine's return.